Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to this morning's Bhagavatam class. It's a recording given by Srila Prabhupada himself in March 6, 1975 in New York. Canto 1, Chapter 15, and Text 17. Text 27, I'm sorry. Canto 1, Chapter 15, Text 27. So without further ado, we'll start the class. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. deśa-kālārtha-yuktāni. hṛt-tāpopaśamāni haranti smarataś cittaṁ. Govindābhihitāni. Now I am attracted to those instructions imparted to me by the Personality of Godhead, Govinda, because they are impregnated with instructions for relieving the burning heart in all circumstances of time and space.
deśa-kālārtha-yuktāni hṛt-tāpopaśamāni haranti smarataś cittaṁ govindābhihitāni. So, this word hṛt-tāpopaśamāni, hṛt means heart, and tapa means miseries or burning, heat. Tapa means burning heat. If there is fire and there is heat, sometimes it is intolerable. So, hṛt-tāpa means the burning fire blazing within the heart. So, that is always anyone who is in this material world, he has got this disease, burning fire within the heart. Anyone. That means severe anxiety. Everyone. Even a small bird, he is also full of anxiety. You give him some grains, it will come, it will eat, at the same time it will look this way, that way, this way. Full of anxiety. Although there is food, he is eating, still there is anxiety. Somebody may come, kill me. So everyone is full of anxiety. That is the material nature. Nobody can say, I have no anxiety. That is not possible. If he says like that, he is a liar. That is not possible. Anyone here who can say that he or she has no anxiety? Of course, when you take to Krishna consciousness, there is no anxiety. That is the distinction. Anxiety there is, but to relieve this anxiety, one has to take to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, no. You cannot get relief. Yes. So, you may say that sometimes we have got anxiety, and sometimes we are very nice. So even accepting that, Arjuna says, deśa-kālārtha-yuktāni. Desh-kāl, the time and space within this material world, and artha means purpose, everything any time, Krishna does not say, Arjuna does not say that sometime, at any time, if we are materially attached, then this hṛt-tāpo must be, hṛt-tāpo means burning fire, blazing fire within the heart, it will continue. Therefore Narottam Das Thakur says that Vishaya Vishanale Divanishi Hiya Jole. This means anyone who is engaged in this material affairs, Vishaya. Vishaya means material necessities. Everyone has got material necessities. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithun. How to eat, how to sleep, where to get apartment, where to secure money, to get food, and how to secure sex pleasure, where it is available, man or woman, and how to defend. I have got so much bank balance, it may not be taken away. I have got this property. In this way, everyone is suffering. That's a fact. Therefore Narottam Das Thakur says, Vishaya Vishanale Divanishi Hiya Jale. The heart is burning, the same word. It is in simple Bengali, and this is in Sanskrit. Vishaya Vishanale Divanishi Hiya Jale. Toribare na koi nupa. So if a man simply goes on suffering like this, then he is not a human being. Human being means if there is suffering, he must try to alleviate it, to mitigate this suffering. That is human being. That is, nature gives us this human form of body, intelligence, that if there is danger, if there is anxiety, he tries to get out of it. The animals also do, but they cannot do very nicely. Just like animals are slaughtered, so they know when they are put into one, what is called pound, and they know that they will be slaughtered, but they have no means to get out of it. So the human being can do that. If I foresee there is some danger, I can make some way to get out of it. That is human intelligence. Therefore Narottam Das Thakur says, although I had the intelligence to get out of these material anxieties, the blazing fire within the heart, but I did not take it. And what is that? Harinama prema dhana, golokero prema dhana, harinama sankirtana, ratina janmila keno ta. This is the remedy. Golokera Premadhana, this Harinam Sankirta, chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, this sound vibration, it is not material. Suppose if I would have advised my disciples that you chant Mr. John, Mr. John, Mr. John, this movement would not have spread. How long one can chant this Mr. John, Mr. John? Therefore, it is the proof that all over the world, we have got about 100 centers, everywhere, 100, 200, 300 disciples are there, the chanting, dancing with Hare Krishna mantra. Why? because it is not material sound vibration. This is the proof. Don't think that Hare Krishna and chanting the name of Mr. John is the same. No. This is the proof. You can go on chanting 24 hours, still you will not feel tired. This is the Goloke. This is the proof that this Harinama Sankirtana Golokera Premodana. It is the property for loving. It is the thing which will lead you how to love God. Premadhana. You will gradually develop your propensity to love Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that Parang Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glories to the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. Why? Bhava Mahadavagni Nidvapanam. In this material life, there is a fire, always. Bhava Mahadavagni. Davagni means the forest fire, the fire in the forest. Nobody goes to set fire in the forest. Nobody has got any business to do that. But still there is fire. It takes place. Everyone automatically by the collision of dry branches of bamboo and other, there is electricity and dry leaves that set fire in this way, a big fire. Similarly, in this material world, nobody wants that there may be fire and we all burn. No, nobody wants. But it happens. There is another Bengali song like that. Sukhera lagiya e ghare badhinu, agune puriya gel. I constructed this house to live very happily. Unfortunately, there was set fire. Fire was set and everything finished. This is material world. We should always know. So, Arjuna says that when I remember the teachings of Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, then it relieves me. Then it relieves me, hṛt-tāpopaśamāni. Hṛt-tāpo, that blazing fire within the heart, immediately becomes relieved. So that is also fact. Bhagavad Gita, whenever you are perplexed, you read Bhagavad Gita, you will immediately get relief. That's a fact. Gandhi also said that. Gandhi was a politician, although he could not understand Bhagavad Gita, neither he could understand Krishna. Still, he said that when I read, I get great relief. He was always very busy. So many political problems always coming. So there was no spiritual understanding of these politicians. Sometimes they take the spiritual shelter, so-called, for getting some benefit out of it so that his political movement may be increased or enhanced. So we do not wish to discuss. But Bhagavad Gita, even if you read without any actual knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, still you will feel relief. Still you will feel relief. Just like if you go to the fire, you will feel some warmth. That's a fact. even if you do not know how to enjoy fire, still, because you are near the fire, you will get some warmth. The Bhagavad Gita is like that. Even if you do not understand, by simply hearing the words of Krishna, simply we chant this, manmana bhava madbhakta madhyajimang namaskuru, and gradually you do that, satang prasangat mama bija sangvida bhavanti ritkarna rasayana katha tajjosanat asu apavargavatmani saddha bhakti rati ranukramishyati. If we discuss Bhagavad Gita amongst the societies of the devotees, that is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, madbhakteshu abhidhasati. Bhagavad Gita should be discussed among the devotees. Sometimes we discuss Bhagavad Gita amongst the non-devotees, that is due to higher order. Higher order, Guru Maharaj asked that you go and speak. So we are doing that. Actually, Bhagavad Gita is to be discussed amongst the devotees. So, our hard task is that first of all we have to make one devotee and then let him understand Bhagavad Gita. A double task. Because nobody wants to become devotee. So we are canvassing door to door, country to country, village to village. Sir, please come in our temple, we shall give you nice prasadam. You simply chant Hare Krishna and hear something about Krishna. Still people will not come. Still they will not come. We have to canvass, we have to do so many things. That is the influence of Maya. Maya is so strong that unless one is very much determined, Maya will be very strong for him. So still, if we understand that this life is meant for understanding Krishna or to advance in Krishna consciousness, if this much we understand, then also our life is successful. But we do not take it seriously. We do not take it seriously. That is the difficulty. Actually, as Narottam Das Thakur says, that Vishaya Vishanale Divanishi Hiya Jale Tori Bare Nakoinu Upay. My heart is always burning on account of this material condition of life, and I did not make any means to get out of this entanglement. So everyone should be intelligent. Intelligent person will admit that his heart is always burning. That's a fact. Now, if we want to get out of it, then, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advises, all the acharyas advises, and here Arjuna also, Arjuna directly listened to Krishna, and he says, this is my practical experience, that when he was a politician, I would say, a fighter, he had so many anxieties. So he used to remember the instruction given by Krishna directly to him. So that instruction, and when we read Bhagavad Gita, that instruction, these two instructions, they are not different. Don't think that Krishna was present before Arjuna, but in my presence there is no Krishna. I simply have got this book. But you should know that the book and the instruction, there in the Bhagavad Gita, and Krishna, they are absolute one. There is no difference. We can take advantage of Krishna's presence by reading Bhagavad Gita. I have narrated several times the story of a Brahman in South India. He was illiterate and he was reading Bhagavad Gita. So his friends, village friends, they knew that this man is illiterate. How he can read Bhagavad Gita? So they were criticizing. Hello, Brahman, how you are reading Bhagavad Gita? So he did not say anything because he knew that these friends are criticizing me because I am illiterate, he knows. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was attracted. He was illiterate and he was reading Bhagavad Gita and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was attracted. Just see. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, my dear Brahmana, what you are reading? So he also could understand that here is a person who has not come to criticize me. He is serious. Yes, sir, I am reading Bhagavad Gita, but I am illiterate. I am illiterate. Then what you are reading? No, I am simply turning the pages. I cannot read anything. Now why you are reading if you cannot? No, my Guru Maharaj ordered me. My Guru Maharaj asked me that you shall read Bhagavad Gita daily, 18 chapters. Guru Maharaj knew him that he is illiterate, but he still ordered. This is called Guru Mukho Padma Vakko Chittete Koriya Oikko. Arana Koriya Mani. This is called firm faith in Guru. Guru ordered him that you read. Guru must know him that he is illiterate. So what he will read? Why Guru is ordering him? But because he had firm faith in Guru and he was trying to read, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to see him. Just see how this line is important. Guru mukha padma vakko chittete koriya oikko. Arana koriya mani. Ar means anything more. You don't try to understand. Whatever your Guru says, you just try to carry it out. So what is the next line? Guru mukho padma vakko chittete. Shri Guru charane rati sei se uttamani. Don't try to make very good advance by manufacturing your own way. Simply, Shri Guru charane rati sei se uttamani. That is first class. That is Vedic instruction. Vede gaya jahara chari. The Veda says, Jasya devi parabhakti, yatha devi tatha guru, tasyaite katita hṛt-tāpopaśamāni prakāsanti mahatma. To understand Vedic literature means one must have firm faith in Krishna and firm faith in Guru. Not that my Guru is not so learned, so let me capture Krishna directly. That is useless. That is useless. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Guru Krishna kripa paya bhakti lata bij. One can get the seed of the plant or kripa or bhakti. How? Guru Krishna kripa. By the mercy of Guru and by the mercy of Krishna. Not that Krishna kripa. First Guru kripa, then Krishna kripa. So this Brahmana attracted the attention of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was illiterate and he could not read even one word. What is the truth in it? The same thing. Guru mukha padma vakka chitte dekuriya. He took Guru's order very seriously, that my Guru Maharaj has ordered me and I must carry out. Never mind, I cannot read. Let me open the pages and see. That's all. So he was doing that. The others criticized him that this man is illiterate, what he is reading. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not criticize. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, "Oh, what you are reading, my dear Brahmana?" So he explained that this gentleman has not come to criticize. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew that is a perfect Nara Bhagavad Gita. Still he inquired, well, if you are not reading, then how you are crying? I see there are tears in your eyes. What is it meaning? Then he admitted, yes, sir, yes, that is. Now what? Why you are crying? No, as soon as I take this Bhagavad Gita in my hand, a picture comes before me. There, Arjuna is sitting on the chariot ordering Krishna, and Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is carrying out his order and driving the chariot. That makes me amazed, therefore I am crying. How Krishna is merciful, that he accepted a menial service for his devotee. He is so kind. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately embraced him. Yes, Brahman, your reading of Bhagavad Gita is perfect. So, it doesn't matter whether one is illiterate or literate. Everyone has got these ears. So, we should hear from the realized person, Guru Vaishnava, not professional. No, that will not help us. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadakshanti tad jnanam jnanina tattadarshina. Tattadarshina. Tattadarshina means one has seen the truth, not superficially knowing. One who has understood that this is the truth. So go there and submit there. Panipatena, Pakrishna Rupena Nipatena, fully surrendered there. And then question. Then try to inquire if you cannot understand. First of all, first business is pranipat. Sir, I surrender to you. Shishaste ham sadhimang prapanna. Arjuna also did so. My dear Krishna, we are talking like friends. This will not solve the problem. Therefore, I am submitting unto you as your disciple. Shishaste ham. Sadhimam prapanna. I surrender unto you. Now you can teach me. Because as soon as you accept Guru, you have to hear him. Surrender, full surrender. You cannot unnecessarily argue. Of course, if there is any doubt, you can question submissively. But not that I shall test my Guru how he is learned. That will not help. One must surrender. So, tad vidhi panipatina pariprasnena sivaya. Arjuna did that. Therefore, Arjuna learned the Bhagavad Gita, and it was always relief for him when he was perplexity. Haranti smarataś cittaṁ. Haranti. What is that haranti? Hṛt-tāpopaśamāni. Hṛt-tāpo, the blazing fire within the heart, within the core of the heart, immediately becomes minimized haranti. Smarataś cittaṁ. As soon as I remember, my consciousness, my heart, core of heart becomes immediately relieved. How it is relieved, why it is relieved? Govindābhihitāni. Govinda is started. Govinda means Krishna. Govinda means Krishna. Govindāmadi puruṣam tamaham bhaya. Govinda. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Radi Govinda Sarvakarana Karno. Govinda is Sarvakarana Karno. So that Govinda is instructed to Arjuna. Personally, how fortunate is Arjuna. But Krishna is so kind that if you actually serious to understand, so just like this Brahmana took instruction from his spiritual master and began to read Bhagavad Gita. And he realized what is Krishna, what is Govinda. Similarly, if we take seriously the instruction of our spiritual master and try to read Bhagavad Gita according to his instruction, then gradually we shall realize Krishna. And if you simply realize Krishna, what is Krishna? That is not difficult. Krishna is personally speaking about himself. You haven't got to speculate like nonsense. Just like Gandhi speculated. I do not believe that ever any person like Krishna lived. Do you know that? This is Gandhi's take and his Mahatma. The Mahatma's definition is there in the Bhagavad Gita. Mahatma rastumang pratha devi prakriti masika vajanti ananna manaju. That is Mahatma. Not to take advantage of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, there are. So we do not want to criticize anyone, but sometimes it so happens, big scholars, big politicians, they misguide people. That is the position of India. So many big leaders and politicians and so-called swamis and yogis, they have exploited people by bluffing, and now India's position is, it is neither spiritual nor material. That's all. Juno Kaipa. Just like it is, the example is, if there are two boats and if you place your leg, this boat and that boat, the position is very precarious. Neither in this boat nor in that boat, fully. So, our position is, we are learning technology, and the Western countries, they are advanced in technology always 100 years more. Some years ago, there was a big exhibition in Delhi. The show was that India has manufactured cycle and swing machine. That is their crown. There is cycle, I think 200 years ago, was manufactured in the Western country, and so also swing machine. So India was very much proud that now we have got cycle. When they are manufacturing big 747 aeroplane, we are manufacturing cycle. Yes. Medicine also, and technology, that is also technology. They are advanced, they are made for this. They have got brain. They can advance in material civilization because fully. So we cannot compete. We cannot compete. Although This technology is the business of the Shudras. Technology is not the occupation for the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas or Vaishyas. No. In our country still there are blacksmith, weaver, oil crusher, still they are in the village. But they are Shudras. So this technology means a craftsmanship. That is not knowledge. That is not knowledge. Just like I do not know how this microphone is working. If it is wrong, some man who knows the art, he repairs it immediately. That does not mean he has not knowledge. That particular department he has got knowledge. That's all. Knowledge means the one who knows God. That is knowledge. Bhavanam janmanamante jnanaman mahang prapadyate. This is knowledge. So the Western country, they have taken advancement of knowledge means manufacturing a big motor car. That is also good. But simply for manufacturing motor car, simply for driving motor car, if we forget our real business, God realization, then it is ruinous. Mudha, then we become mudha. This life, human life, it is not cats and dogs' life. It is human life. Athāta brahma jignāsa. One can realize the absolute truth if he is inquisitive, brahma jignāsa. Just like you are advancing by inquiring. Jignāsa. Jignasu se uttamam. Jignāsa. This is human life. Tasmād gurum prapaddeta. Jignasu sreya uttamam. Uttam means which is not material, which is beyond material. Uttama. Udgata tama jasmat. Tama means darkness. Here they are so-called scholars, big professors, scientists, but they are in the dark place. Tama. Tama means dark. They do not know what they are. Ask any scientist, any philosopher, what you are, he will say, I am this body, I am Indian, I am American, I am white, I am black, I am this, I am that, I am Christian, I am Hindu. These. But all these designation is outward, external. Yeho bhajya, age kaho. But everyone is going on, big man, identifying himself with this body. So they are all fools. Tama, in darkness. Deśa-kālārtha buddhi kunapeti dhātu ke. Sadhik-kālatra disubhaumaijjadhi. Jat tīrtha buddhi salile nakarhichit janeshu avigneshu saeva gokhan. So according to Vedic civilization, any person, he may be very big man, but if he does not know beyond his body, then he is no better than animal. This is Vedic. So we should not remain animal. This human life, as Arjuna said, there are so many problems. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was taught by Krishna, Juddhasa, fight. He never said, sit down, my dear Arjuna, you are my friend. You sit down and sleep on this chariot, and I will do everything. I am God. This is going on. God will do everything for me, and I will sleep. That's all. This is going on. If God does not do anything for me, then I don't want God. He must be my water supply. And this is going on. This is going on in the name of religion. God give us our daily bread. If you don't supply, I don't talk to you. That's all. Everyone. So something is better than nothing. If one goes to God for asking bread, at least he is better than the rascals who at all do not go to God. Atheist class. That is, they are admitted. Chaturpita bhajante mam sukritina arjuna. Hṛt-tāpopaśamāni jigyasu gyani ca bharatarsa. So, we should take this instruction, our job. Govindābhihitāni me, Govinda has narrated the mystery of Bhagavad Gita unto me, and when I remember not to read the instruction, then immediately there is what is called minimizing the smarataś cittaṁ, hṛt-tāpopaśamāni. Upasama means relief, immediate. So read Bhagavad Gita. How this Krishna consciousness movement is based on this Bhagavad Gita. We do not manufacture anything. Jatamat tatapa. This is rascaldom. This is rascaldom. That if you manufacture some way for relief, that is not possible. Because you are imperfect, how you can manufacture? Your senses are imperfect. You cannot manufacture. If you manufacture, then you will simply waste your time. That real religious life means dharmantu sakshat bhagavat praniti. To abide by the orders of Bhagavan, the Supreme Person. The Bhagavan says, manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyāji mag namaskuru. You simply always think of me. Manmana, you become my devotee, you worship me, and offer your obeisances. Then you are sure that you are coming back to me. Very simple method. If you chant Hare Krishna, and here is Krishna present, just offer him obeisances, and worship him, decorate him, give him nice food. And this way you become devotee of Krishna, then your life is successful. What is the difficulty? Anyone, we are opening so many temples. Why? This rascal will come, offer obeisances, hear something about Krishna, offer something for worshipping Krishna, and chant Hare Krishna. So do that, your life is successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The devotees are coming in. Another wonderful lecture. So many points that Srila Prabhupada was explaining to us. Is very, very fortunate. We're very fortunate to hear these. So always, just by applying and having the proper consciousness, we will in fact have our lives improved dramatically. This is the time, devotees, to unmute yourself. If you have comments, if you have takeaways, or if you have questions to ask, then you do that. Hare Krishna. So any questions or comments? Hare Krishna, maybe you can start us off, if you feel so inclined, that is.
Thank you, Parikshit Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
They had reactions about different points Prabhupada made. He was saying that, he mentioned that anybody who says they're not in anxiety, they're a liar. So I thought that was, usually we think, oh, it's only us that have anxiety, not the other person. They seem happy. But I remember one time I was in the subway distributing some magazines, guided magazines, and I was trying to preach to one person, and I was talking about death, and that everybody is afraid of death. And he said, "I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of. No way. If death comes, there's no problem." So I was trying to reason with him. And then just by Krishna's arrangement, the subway stopped, and the car we were in started to fill up with smoke.
Oh.
And so that guy was the first one pushing everybody aside to get out the door as much as possible. So I thought that was quite. Anyway, Krishna was telling me that he's not telling the truth. It's a lie. Yeah. Then the Prabhupada made the point that just hearing even if you don't understand the Bhagavad Gita, just hearing the sound vibrations of the Sanskrit or even the English, then that's purifying. And I remember Srila Prabhupada wanted the kids in Gurukul to learn the verses of Bhagavad Gita and chant them. And he said it purifies their whole existence just by even if they don't understand. Of course, he wanted them to understand also, but just learning and chanting the verses was very important for him. So same for us, to understand and hear the vibration. And he said that was, you'll be with Krishna. Just that's being personally with Krishna. And I remember there was a conversation Srila Prabhupada was having on a morning walk, and Jayadevata, he was not Maharaj yet, but he asked Srila Prabhupada, if Krishna is appearing in every universe, one after the other, if we become perfectly in Krishna consciousness, can we go to the universe where Krishna is speaking Bhagavad Gita so we can personally hear from Bhagavad Gita from Krishna? And Srila Prabhupada said, yes. But why do you have to go there? You can be personally with Krishna just hear Bhagavad Gita. That's personally with Krishna, he said. So that was that was interesting. Then Prabhupada made the comment about sometimes he preaches the Bhagavad Gita to non-devotees. Remember that point? Yeah. And
yes.
Because in the Bhagavad Gita it says that there's nobody better, more dear to me than someone who teaches this message to those who are devotees. But that shouldn't be taught to those who are not faithful, not austere, etc. So Srila Prabhupada mentioned there that was on a higher order from his Guru Maharaj. So sometimes, even though Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita, it shouldn't be spoken to those who are inimical. Still, we may take that risk sometimes for spreading Krishna consciousness. I thought that was really good. And then there was the illiterate Brahmin, and Srila Prabhupada clarified that story, because sometimes I was thinking, because there's different meanings of illiterate. One meaning of illiterate is you can't read at all, and another meaning of illiterate is you can't read. You're not good at it. You mess up. You make all kinds of mistakes. So I was taking it that, he's sitting there, this Brahmin is sitting there. Probably it was the second version. So he was, just trying to say something, trying to read it, but he was making all kinds of mistakes. But Srila Prabhupada there corrected me. He said, he could not even read one word. He could not even read one word. So he was the first kind of illiterate. And so he was turning the pages, but he couldn't read anything. So that's because I was thinking, well, if he didn't get it right, then perhaps over time he got some of it, but he didn't even read anything. So that was an interesting point also.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Especially for that particular one about the illiterate Brahman. That when he explained to Lord Chaitanya, from what I remember of it, as Srila Prabhupada said, that when he opens the book, although he can't read it, but the image of Lord Krishna and Arjuna seated on the chariot, and Arjuna is giving orders to Krishna, even though Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Krishna is just obeying the orders. And that really got to him, and he starts crying.
I wondered if that's a picture in the book or that's a picture in his mind. Some fear. Prabhupada didn't specify one or the other. If you look,
Yeah. But still, that picture was one that was causing him to actually get so even emotional like that.
Yes. Either way, sure.
Yeah, because Krishna is just, he knows Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he's kind of, as his opulence of renunciation, he's actually obeying orders from his devotee, and that just blew his mind, made him very emotional.
And then Prabhupada talked about just take the order of the that we just take the order of the spiritual master, and not that we say, oh, well, they've got to get some other orders. Let's find something else. But just taking as it is those orders and try to fulfill them. Not that we have to find some other things to do. That's enough. The order, the message of the guru is enough. Nothing, you don't have to add to that. That was an important part too.
Yeah. And he talked about the mercy also. The first, we should seek the mercy of the spiritual master, and then mercy of Krishna. Expressing the importance of guru to us, that we should connect with the spiritual master very much. Some people say, oh, but Krishna is God, therefore I can just go directly to him. He said, no, you have to go to the spiritual master first. Representative of Krishna. Also another point he made. Very wonderful. Thank you, Prabhu. Any other questions or takeaways?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept.
Hare Krishna, then accept the base. Prabhupada.
All glories to the devotees on the call.
Go ahead. You have a comment? I don't know. Can you unmute yourself, or you just wanted to? Well, you are unmuted, but we're not hearing anything. Maybe that was okay. Hare Krishna. That's also good. Except our business is all going to see the Prabhupada. Anyone else? Okay.
Dear Krishna Prabhu wrote a chat something about, he liked the example of the two boats being very powerful.
Yeah. Dear Krishna Prabhu talked about the boat, the precarious situation. When Srila Prabhupada was, thank you, Dear Krishna Prabhu, for making that point in the chat. When Srila Prabhupada was talking about India, and that India is way behind materially compared to the West, but they're trying to do some things also materially, when in fact they are very rich in spiritual culture. And so they're trying to do both. And that's when he mentioned that it's like a person with one foot in one boat and another foot, and then the boat next to it, put another foot in there. And that's a very precarious or dangerous situation for the person. And you compare India to that situation, like that, trying to also go, materially trying to advance, when the West is like 100 years ahead.
And now India's technology, now at least Indian technology is, they're very proud of it too. Beyond bicycles and cycles and sewing machines, a lot beyond that.
Well, they managed to make an atomic bomb too. So now, I mean, it's interesting how Kali Yuga thinks people's minds change so much that they're not staying on. For that matter, China also, they weren't so religious at first, but they're also going after, development of technology. Everybody thinks that that's to be on top of the world, you have to be very advanced technologically. But devotees know better by the mercy of Guru and Guranga. Hare Krishna. Any other comments or questions? I have a little bit that I wrote that I'd like to, just a short part of this, because the first note somehow disappeared from my cell phone. But anyway, some of it, of course, if you think that for myself, I've had some discussion back and forth about it, and then Dear Krishna's Prabhu's input. Some big politicians, they misguide people. That's how Srila Prabhupada started talking about India's position is not fully material or spiritual. And one having one leg on one boat and another boat, that's precarious. Yeah. But he also mentioned technology is actually shooter knowledge. It's not real knowledge. Knowledge means one to know God. One who knows God. Now he's really knowledgeable. After all, everything in the material world is going to be gone. It will be destroyed. We also will die. So material knowledge, whatever we have, is going to be gone. Whereas spiritual knowledge is permanent. And of course, it takes the soul, it feeds the soul so we can go back home. So they said science is in the mode of darkness. Scientists are thinking they are the bodies. If you ask them who they are, they'll identify themselves by their country or by their religion or by something. He just named examples like that. But then he said, read Bhagavad Gita. Krishna consciousness is based on Bhagavad Gita. Our senses are so imperfect. This was a warning to us that we cannot manufacture anything spiritual. So we have to take it from the Bhagavad Gita as it is. And Krishna is saying, Man mana bhava mad bhakto, mad yaji mam namaskuru. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer obeisance to me. Then you'll come to me. Srila Prabhupada made this. So these are some of the points that I noted. Wonderful, wonderful lecture. Any final comments or questions? If not, then thank you very much for coming on here. This is the midweek now. This weekend, this Sunday in particular, is Radhastami. So we should be in the mood preparing for. We done Janmashtami just over a week ago, and now we're looking at Radhastami, which is coming this particular Sunday. And it should be wonderful in all the temples around the country and, of course, in the world, this kind of temples. So please be part of the preparation for the Radhastami program. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhasya kripasindhibhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.